Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for June. If you're watching this video, then know that in some way or another, these messages are for you. I'm using the Art Through the Eyes of the Soul Oracle for this reading, and the first card that comes up for June is Magic is Alive. Ask your divine child. And by that, it's referring to your inner child, which is the energetic presence that has been with you since you were a little girl or a little boy. And this part of you still believes in magic and miracles, but a lot of times as adults we get disconnected from this part of ourselves. And this is also the part that is the key to your intuition, to knowing what resonates with you and what doesn't. And so this card is asking you to reconnect with that divine presence inside. And one way of doing that is simply to ask him or her questions. All children want attention, and they all want to be asked about who they are and what they like. And so you can cultivate this relationship. It might seem silly, or it might sound silly to you, but this is a part of you that has been neglected probably for a very long time, since you were little, because that part of us gets shut down as we grow up. We're supposed to fit in with society. We're supposed to think realistically about things. We're not supposed to, have our head in the clouds. And so we learn how to push this part of us down and tell it to go to its room and don't come out till it can think logically and be more like an adult. So this little part of you is still in there, and he or she has the key. She knows what she likes, what she doesn't like, what she wants from life, and what's possible. The inner child has this capacity to believe in magic and in miracles, and not develop that jaded sense that comes over us when we reach a certain age. So this is about reconnecting with that inner child. And what I notice is the green and blue that the angel is wearing. And green is about healing. So my sense is that connecting with your inner child is going to help you heal in some way. It could be physical healing, it could be emotional healing, but the light blue, that's about intuition also. So, and you see this little path, there's a path behind them, and it's lit, and it sort of leads to this opening in the forest. And so this is about adventure. I feel like you are being called to adventure. And your inner child is really the key to that. He or she believes in adventure, wants adventure. And it's just the adult part of us that sometimes says, well, no, I need to be, I need to be rational. I can't afford adventure. So this is a very magical influence this month. And it's really exciting. So that's a very empowering message for you. And then the second message that came up is similar. It's run wild for a while. So this woman is coming out of seclusion, which is the seclusion of the tree there, and she's taking a look around. So if you have isolated yourself at all in your life in certain ways, this is asking you to come out of hiding. And that might mean speaking up for yourself. It might mean telling others how you feel about something. And it's a card of exploration. So this is about exploring. And so it's really the same kind of energy as this card. And the other thing that I'm noticing is she's wearing brown, and this is a very earthy card. So it's about being connected to safety. The message that I'm getting with this is that even as you're venturing out into adventure, you are still safe. You are grounded to the earth. You're connected. And there are wolves here, and wolves are, they're not domesticated. They're wild. So this is about your inner wildness, the part of you that can't be tamed. And that's in there too, along with your inner child. So this is, you are being invited to let all of these inner aspects of you shine. This is about being more and more who you really are, because we are not these consistent plodding creatures that we're taught to be. We are wild creatures. So this is about embracing that and celebrating that and taking little risks, coming out of your comfort zone. And then the third message that came up is break free, regain your youth and fly. So again, it's like the same kind of message. Regaining your youth, that's also about connecting with your childlike wisdom. And what you know, as a young child, you might have had faith in certain things, and that's something that you may have lost. And she's wearing green, so again, it's about healing. I feel like this is a very healing month for you, and breaking free. Ask yourself what it is that you need to break free from. My sense is that this is about the stories you tell yourself about what's not possible for you or what is possible for you. It's breaking free of ideas that don't work for you anymore. It's breaking free of the thought that you're stuck. Imagining that you're stuck and that you can't move forward because you have to please other people, or it's complicated. Well, I'd love to be able to do this, but it's complicated. And maybe it's not so complicated. You know, maybe the complications are stories that you're telling yourself in order not to break free, because sometimes it does feel safer on the ground. But you're grounded. What's really, really cool about the three of these cards is that you have, this is about your connection within, your connection to yourself, to your heart, to your inner child. And then this card is about your connection to the earth, and this card is about your connection to heaven. So you are covered here. You are safe, you're connected to the divine, and so you're being invited to let go and break free of the things that make you suffer. And most of those things are mental constructs, ideas, thoughts, beliefs. So you don't necessarily have to uproot your whole life or anything like that. This is about breaking free of old beliefs that you may have been holding on to that have kept you from moving forward in your life. So this is a very magical, very empowering month, and I know that it's good. It's just good. So I hope that you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please let me know, and I'll see you again next time.